So good afternoon, everybody. My name is Suyash. Today I'm going to be your tutor, and I'm going to show you a little bit of demo on how I tutor, and I'm going to show you an example and how this thing works. This is totally new to the ISU because this is the very first time we're offering online tutoring. So this is my Zoom account as you guys have joined in. So I'm the host of this whole session. This means I'm in control of everything, and you guys have access to talk to me. We'll share a board. I'm going to share a whiteboard with you guys where I'll be doing all the problems, and our discussions will go on through that board. If you guys have an access to an iPad or stuff, so you can write on the same board, we can share the same board, and it's going to be an interactive method. So it's a kind of individual kind of thing, face to face, but something that goes online. So this is totally new, and we're trying to give it a go. So next thing is I'm going to share your whiteboard. So this is the place where we are going to do all the work we have. So here it is. So basically how this thing works is this is a whiteboard, and I have access to this. I can go ahead and write on it. So this is my name. So, and we can share. And if you guys have an access to the notepad, you guys can write on the same whiteboard at the meantime. So wherever you guys have any questions, you can just stop me or ask questions. And we have a small, as you can see, Professor Mike has one notepad to himself, so he can share the same board. And we guys are writing on the same thing. And we have a little chat box on the side, so we can chat as well. Oh, and this is an online interaction, so you can talk at the meantime. So today I'm going to show you a demo. This is my first tutoring session. So I'm going to show you something on how to solve a polynomial using AC method. So basically we use this AC method for polynomials like trinomials having 3 terms. So let me show you an example on this one. So I got a quick question for you. So let me give you an example. So suppose we have 3x squared positive 7x and a negative 20. So we're going to solve this trinomial as we have 3 terms. So we call this trinomial. We're going to solve this using an AC method. So what AC method means, the coefficient, the coefficient of each terms at the front, we label it as A for the 3. For this, we label it B. And for the third term, we label it C. So what we're going to do here is use these A and C to solve this whole thing and find a solution to this. So for the AC method, give me a quick second. So how we approach this problem is we're going to multiply the A and C terms. So what I like to do, make a cross, and we approach this problem like this. We multiply the A and C terms. So when we multiply positive 3 and negative 20, so we get a negative 60. Apologies for writing over it. So we get a negative 60. And now we put the B term right at the bottom of it. So that's a 7. Now what we do next and how we approach for the second step. So this is the first step. We multiply the A and C terms. We get a negative 60. And we put the B terms at the bottom. So that's the positive 7. Now the next thing we do is what 2 terms, when we add them together, gives us positive 7. But when we multiply them together, gives me negative 60. So the solution is, what comes to my mind right now is, if we multiply 12 and negative 5, it's going to give us negative 60. But when we add them together, it's going to give us positive 7. So that's an exact solution. Okay. So now heading to the third step. So instead of I'm just separating these by putting the 12 and negative 5, what I get. So I'm just going to copy it in a different way. So as we can see, now we got 4 terms, but I have done nothing. So if you subtract 12x, if you try to solve 12x and negative 5x, all you get is 7x. So I just expanded the 7x into 2 terms. Now how we approach this problem again is, now we factor them by grouping. So I'm going to group these 2 terms as one, and the rest of the 2 terms is the second one. So now we factor by grouping, and in the first group, I see something common as 3x. So that's a common. We take 3x as a common from both of them, and what is remaining is we put them under small parentheses. It's a positive x and a positive 4. So we're done with the first group. Now heading to the second group, we have a negative sign at the front, and what we take in common from them is a negative 5. So we already took the negative sign. Now we have a 5 common from them. We put the remaining in small parentheses. So all we have is like, how do we get the negative 5 over here? So we already have negative 5, and we put the x over there. So this gives us the first term of the second group, negative 5x. And then if we multiply positive 4 with negative 5, it gives us negative 20. That's the second term of the second group. And now what else we can do is, like, we can ask ourselves what's common in between this thing, so we can take the common things to the same side. So as we can see, we have x plus 4 and x plus 4 common in both of them. So we'll just do that on the other step, taking x plus 4 common, and the remaining as 3x minus 5, and this is going to be our solution. So this is pretty easy. We got a couple of steps over here. As we see, the method is named AC method. So we just take the A and C terms, multiply them together, and see how we break that term, that helps us to get the B, the coefficient in the middle. And we approach that problem, then we separate the middle term, we group it, and then we approach taking common. So this is our solution, and to check this, you can go ahead and multiply these 2 terms, and that should give us the very initial equation we have, and that's how you solve it. So if you have any questions over there, you can just stop me right there, and you can even write at the same board, and we can share this. And this is how the online tutoring basically works. So it's similar to what we have access in class, as the professor goes in front and speak to us, talk to us, and approaches the problem, and we can stop in between. Just the difference is we're doing it online. So it's easier. You can stay at home, and you can get access to all those teaching materials and all those tutoring. For that, like, you have to drive to college and make an appointment. You can make an appointment online, stay home, and get better results, get better study environment at your own place. So that's how we do it. If you guys have any questions, you can just stop me and ask. I'm going to give you a minute.